Welcome to KocoSports. I am the huge one kid idiot Dave Koco from DAVKOCO.com. You can find me on YouTube KocoSports and Twitch KocoSports and anywhere else you find KocoSports. We're going to talk about AEW Collision and Battle of the Belt 7. We ask you what you thought of this, win, loss, or tie, and we're going to break it down while also hitting up a little bit of the AEW news. I went into this. I'm a bit of a hothead. I'm a little bit of straight shooter, but unlike other hotheads, because I feel like there's three types of people that talk pro wrestling. There's corporate lovers, positive PDs, news readers, actually there's four, and hotheads. And I think I'm more closer to a hothead than anything, but unlike most hotheads, I have to admit, sometimes I get it wrong. Collision? Perhaps I treated you too harshly. I went into this collision like old man yells at cloud. FDR hasn't defended a title 100 days. CM Punk's gonna win the whole goddamn fucking tournament. Son of a, what the hell? Why is Battle of the Belts not on Rampage? Some of those things were true. Some of those things they proved differently. And overall, I give Collision a surprising win. I went in going, like that. That's how I went in. And I left going, you know what? A hell of a lot better than I thought it was going to be. As the great Bill Alfonso said, you got to call it straight down the middle. I know algorithms love positive PDs and negative Nellies, but I got to call it down. I was a little harsh going into this collision, and I was surprised about how decent it was. Was it perfect? No. Was it the worst thing in the world? No. But I do have to Thanos myself. I did treat it a little bit too harshly. I am giving it a surprise win, not a perfect show, but let's go on and let's go break it down. First off, you got AEW Collision. I don't know why they count these as two different shows, but hey, that's me. And they kept saying it was the first time they were live for 3 hours straight. So I thought that was kind of cool. All right, so let's break this down as best we can. We are reading this off of Wrestling Junkie, USA Today. I don't know why, but a lot of people do not cover Collision. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Sid's Light, my co-host at WrestleAM, brought up a great point. It's like Raw, SmackDown, WWE pay-per-view. Tons of people on Reddit talk. Rampage, Impact, and Dynamite. Tons of people talk. New Japan, Big Show. Tons of people talk. On Collision, I don't know, maybe it's because it's the weekend. Like, none of the blogs really cover it, and if they do, they cover it where it's like, oh god, fucking come on, man, who's gonna read all that shit? You think I'm gonna read all that shit? Get out of here. So I do find it weird, but overall, I do give it a win. We're reading this off Wrestling Junkie, and also got some news off tpww.net, and of course, our good friends over at the Twitter machine. So I just like saying my sources because I don't have the best memory in the world, and sometimes, you just gotta throw your sources out there. Like, hey, this is what we're going with today. This is what we're going. No affiliations whatsoever. All right, let's scroll down here, boys. All right, AEW Collision results from Calgary. Oh man, TPWW.net. You gotta cover Collision, man. The way these guys fucking cover this shit drives me crazy. Anyway, FTR defeats Bullet Club Gold, Jay White, and Juice Robinson 2-1 in a 2 out of 3 falls to retain the AEW World Tag Team Championships. A lot of people are saying this is one of the matches of the year. Give it 5 stars, 7 stars, 27 stars. It was very enjoyable. I do want FTR to defend the titles more. Bullet Club Gold's Jay White has improved tremendously. Juice Robinson is great for the American audience. I don't know. Like, he's doing so great, but in Japan, he was amazing as the Juice. But anyway, so I think it was a great match, but I don't know if it was the greatest match of all time. I don't know if it's match of the year, but know what they really shined on? That second round. Usually when you get second fall, usually when you get a best of 3. Hey, how you doing, Bear? Usually when you do a best of 3, the first round's amazing, the second round's a waste of time, third round is kind of strong again. I think this one was a little bit different. Round 1, it was pretty decent. Round 2 was probably the best. I was saying round 2, but second fall. The second fall is probably one of the best second falls I've ever seen, because you just know FTR is going to win, but it just didn't come easily. It slows down by the third. There was a tease of a tie. FTR does get the win. I do think FTR and CM Punk get pushed too hard on Collision, but I feel like they did it. They had a great match. FTR, all you have to do is defend the AEW World Tag Team Championships more. This ain't the IWGP Tag Champs. I said it, Ghetto. High five. I said it. Yeah, fuck them, right? Ghetto says fuck you. Japan says fuck you. But they defended it in Europe. That's you. That's you. Don't be that guy. Anyway. A great opening match. Absolutely fantastic. Had a little something for everyone. I think the second fall was one of the best. And then the first upset of the night happens. Willow Nightingale defeats Ruby Soho. I thought for sure Ruby Soho was going to win this. I thought for sure a punker was going to win this. I lost a little bit of interest. I am so high on Willow Nightingale. She's almost... what's the word I'm looking for? She's almost too good to be true. She has like every aspect you could want. She's a face, which is hard to do. Ask CM Punk. Is CM Punk a face? Like, I think he's a face, right? I don't know, but she's the ultimate face. She's cheerable. She can cut good promos. She's young. She's attractive, yet she's a bigger woman, so she A, looks realistic, and B, like, you get that old, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, every woman is beautiful crowd in there. But she's like legit beautiful, not just we're just saying that. Like, oh yeah, that 12-foot pile of slime, she's so beautiful. No, Willow Nightingale's actually a beautiful woman and a bigger girl could wrestle. So overall, a diamond in the rough. Should be pushed to the moon. She won the strong title. And now she wins the women's Owen Hart Foundation tournament. This was huge and a step in the right direction. Okay, can I have a moment here? Can I have a moment? QT Marshall, fuck you and QTV. I just saw you at Triple Mania. Have one of the greatest fucking matches of all time. I've been watching you since you used to not have hair on Florida Indies. QT Marshall, you're my fucking man. How the fuck you gonna rock it in Triple Mania? How the fuck are you gonna be one of the best technical wrestlers all in Florida history? What the fuck, does hair just make you stupid? I'll start fucking pulling my hair out right fucking now. Listen, dude, stop QTV. No one fucking likes it, not a fucking soul. The only people that like it are the fucking assholes who like everything, or the guys that are like, people are angry, that makes me rub my nipples. Stop it. You're better than this, you piece of shit. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. He talks to Powerhouse Hobbs. Who gives a fuck? Next, Malachi Black and Brody King defeat Randy Myers and Artie. It was just a squash match. Enjoyable. I think a lot of the tag teams are getting lost in the shuffle because they have the 6-man tag. And on top of that, FTR isn't defending the title. So it just feels like a lot of these men are being wasted in this division. Maybe I'm wrong. That's how I feel. And then, CM Punk does something amazingly right and has a shitty match. I don't know where to grade this. I thought, gun to my head, I was like, there's no way. CM Punk's a piece of shit. There's no way he does the right thing. He does do the right thing. He does do the right thing. Was the match good? No. Oh, God, no. CM Punk. Oh. But I don't know. There's a shitty fucking boring match, but the right guy putting the young guy over, a win or a loss. I don't know. But Ricky Starks does win the men's Owen Hart Foundation. I know my buddy Sid's Light was really big into, like, if Ricky Starks and Willow Nightingale don't win, the Owen Hart Foundation tournament is a waste of time because you could just say Owen Hart and it has the same thing. But now the tournament makes sense. And, yeah, if I was a betting man, I would have lost a shitload on CM Punk's ego. So maybe CM Punk's not that bad of a guy. Who knows? He is. He is, but he has to be a better wrestler. All right, so then there you go. Overall, give it a win. I was going, oh, God, why am I even watching Collision? And I left going, I'm glad I watched Collision. So to me, that's a win. AEW Battle of the Belts. Why this on Rampage? I'm Team Rampage, boys. Team Rampage for life. You got 3 title matches, and you got Orange Cassidy defeats Lance Archer. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Lance Archer goes to fucking... Okay, I've been following Lance Archer since his indie days at PCW, okay? Back in the day, we got to interview him a bunch, so we have that old, hey, man, you've been on our show a bunch, I'm going to root for you type relationship, It's not the best of relationships. I'm pretty sure if I had a flat tire, Lance Archer would tell me to go fuck myself, but I got to interview him back when he was in the indies, first started off at Impact. Why doesn't anyone know how to book Lance Archer? Why is the International Championship on a guy that only goes to Canada? Lance Archer's like, I've been in Japan, Europe, Canada, America, all within the last hour. Yeah, no national championship for you. Orange Cassidy's like, I've been to Calgary. Have you left anywhere else besides North America and Canada? I've been to Toronto and Edmonton. That is Canada, you fucking idiot. I don't know, dude. I've just been a fan of Lance Archer. He gets fucked over at Impact. You're like, all right, he'll go to WWE. He gets fucked over by WWE. Goes to Noah, gets fucked over by Noah. Goes to New Japan, gets fucked over by New Japan. Comes to AEW, gets Jake the Snake. We're going to turn shit around. And no, he's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. What do I have to do for Lance Archer? Orange Cassidy does win by count out. I love Orange Cassidy. It's just, Lance Archer has been just this guy with full of potential for 800 years. I'm not saying he's the greatest wrestler in the world, but I'm just saying he should have had a better career by now. That's all. But who knows? Maybe there'll be a rematch. Maybe he'll listen to Jake the Snake. There was a time where Jake the Snake was going for the DDT, and he's like, no, don't do it. I'll fucking get DDT'd instead. All right, the Acclaim come in, they do a big rap, and they say the Acclaim will get the rematch for the Trios Championship. So there you go. Overall, entertaining. Next, I thought this was only an international thing, but everyone happened to. Toni Storm defeats Taya Valkyrie via pinfall. I thought Ruby Soho in the corner was kind of stupid. But, of course, she helps him win. We did not see the finish. I don't think anyone saw the finish. I thought this was just an international feed that was broken up, but according to reports, everywhere was broken up, and that's sad. They did show a replay later with Toni Storm winning. All right, and Tony Schiavone welcomes Dr. Martha Hart to present Starks and Willow Nightingale with their Owen Hart Foundation belts and trophies. She gives a nice speech. I think Tony did a good job here. We like busting Tony's balls, but he had a cowboy hat, tipped his hat, and said, hey, this ain't me. Yeah, so there you go. And yeah, and then also Liger was there, and Starks looks like he's going to turn heel, which makes a lot more sense, him being heel. But yeah, overall, interesting night, great night. Glad Owen Hart got to have an event in Calgary. It just felt special and good. So, you know what? It's a win. Next, you got Luchasaurus. What the hell? USA Today. I don't think that's what happened. I think USA Today messed up. It says Luchasaurus defeated Christian Cage by pinfall to return to AEW TNT Championship. I think that's a typo. I don't think that's what happened. So Sean Spears, ACW, hell yeah, ACW. Christian Cage was also. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we got a lot of ACW. We got a lot of guys that have KocoSports connections. That's all I'm saying. Christian Cage, if you know, you know. There you go. Yeah, so it was kind of good. I was kind of hoping. I know this is stupid. Me and my friend Sid's like, or joke, when will Luchasaurus ever touch the title? And it does not look like it's today. So it does not look like it's today. Luchasaurus does defeat Sean Spears, no matter what USA Today says. And overall, it was thing. There you go. I'm seeing if they only messed up one typo. I'm going to read this just out of curiosity. Luchasaurus defeated Christian Cage by pinfall to retain AEW TNT Championship. Fans would love to see Spears get his hands on Cage, but that way leads to danger. Luchasaurus take advantage of Scorpio Sky, watches the monitor backstage. The Dinosaur Man ends up winning in fairly short order, allowing Cage to possess the bet, which he does not do. All right, yeah, so it's just a typo. So look at that. Even USA Today makes typos. How dare they? It happens to the best of us. Moving on. AEW Collision Notes. Willow Nightingale wins 2023 Women's Owen Hart. Ricky Starks wins the men's. And yeah, so there you go. We already read that. I don't know why I have that up twice. I'm going to slaughter this guy's name. And I'm also going to slaughter his first name. I met a friend whose name was IAN. And we got along great. I didn't know how to pronounce his name, so I stopped hanging out with him. I think that makes me a bad person. Ian, my leg's broken. I am telling you 100% shoot. There is a guy in Japan with the first name IAN, and he is one of the coolest fucking dudes in the world. We go bowling. We have a lot in common. We worked at the same place. I think he's one of the coolest fucking dudes in the world. I am not friends with him because I can't pronounce his first fucking name. And he was one of those guys that wouldn't let it go. I'm like, Ian. He's like, it's actually Ann or whatever the fuck his name is. And I was like, fuck, we can't be friends. We can't be friends. We can't be friends. And I know you guys are going to say, oh my God, fucking, what about your fucking name? I shortened it. Dave Koco is actually not my name because I'm not a fucking piece of shit. I'm not a fuck. I don't know. Maybe I'm a nameist because no one gets my name right. And I was adopted and had 6 or 7 different last names. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. But let me know. If I fucking meet you, and no matter how much we have in common, if I can't pronounce your name, it's over. Like, even if we were fucking dating and they're like, but my fucking name is Boobin. And I'll be like, yeah, dude, I ain't fine. No, it ain't gonna work out. But I love you and I worship you and I'll do anything. Yeah, dude, shorten your name. I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. I got a little off track. And maybe Ian. Oh God, his last name's just as bad. Riccaboni. Good old Riccaboni. Reportedly signed multi-year contract deal with AEW. Even though I'm busting Kevin Kelly's balls a lot, I do like Kevin Kelly. And of course, Nigel is 10 out of 10. Overall, I'm enjoying the announcing team. So there you go. Ian Riccaboni, congratulations. Throw Kevin Kelly in there. Don't worry, I'll be making fun of Kevin Kelly later, but still. You can make fun of someone, disagree with them, critique them, and still not wish them ill will. I find it weird. I have a bunch of positive PDs that are like, you don't like this guy. Do you wish him ill will? And I'm like, holy shit, is that why you're positive all the time? Are you positive all the time because you wish ill will on people you don't like? You're a sick fuck, bro. Seek help. Anyway, Ian Riccaboni, congratulations. And just be awesome and don't make up stupid shit. Liger to be in attendance. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should have fucking read that line before put up. Yeah, it was great to see Liger, even though, what's his name, blew right by him. Starks blew right by him. I was like, you son of a bitch, Starks. You son of a bitch. That's Liger. That's Liger. But yeah, you know what? Also a shout out to Tony. He fucking got Liger on a private jet, according to the Internet Machine. Flew him out there for that short of an appearance. I don't know, dude. I love Liger. Good job, Tony. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. I won't be doing a Triple Mania review just because I'm middle of watching it now. But I watched the matches with AEW, so we got some AEW things. The Copa Triple Mania Battle Royal, Willie Mack was there. He did not win. The ambulance match, QT Marshall defeats Pentagon Jr. might be one of the greatest fucking matches I've ever fucking seen. It was just entertaining. I just didn't see it coming. And QT Marshall, you can go just Tony, step into my office. You thought you were gonna get away without a Tony. Tony, QT Marshall fucking rocking it at Triple Mania. QT Marshall rocking it at Triple Mania. You have him doing QTV? You know what I call that? Listen, sometimes when I get mad at you, I call you Dixie Con. This is Vince Con. You're Vince McMahon. Look at you. Look yourself in the mirror, Tony, and look at QTV and go, oh yeah, I'm a fucking idiot and this is stupid and I should stop and I'm a bad person. That's what you should say, Tony. I'm just saying. Go look yourself in the mirror and say it. QT Marshall defeats Pentagon Jr. in one of the fucking greatest matches ever. And the AAA Mega Championship main event, El Hijo de la Vikino. You've seen him a bunch on AEW. Defeats Kenny Omega via 630 senton. Kenny Omega was having a lot of fun, and it was a different type of Kenny Omega match, but still enjoyable. So if you can watch Triple Mania, check it out. If you guys know any reviewers that do Triple Mania, tell me in the comments without being a fucking douche, and make sure he's somewhat knows what the fuck he's talking about. I don't want to fucking be turning into Triple Mania reviews, and it's Team Mexico defeated Team Meta World via Northern Light Suplex. Not at all. He fucking knows. He knows. You can ask him a question, he knows shit. Sid's Light did bring this up on tweet. We'll probably bring it up in our podcast, Sid's Light. I'm reading off at Sid's Light Twitter. So FTR got an hour for their second title defense in 100 days. Willow and Ruby got less than 10 minutes. The finale to your tournament, AEW Collision. Oh, and the men's finale, Punk vs. Starks, got 20 minutes. They shouldn't have gone that long. That's just between me and you. I want to love the show, AEW, but yeah, man! I don't think that's how he said it, but I'm going to say that's how he said it. You know what I mean? If you go, but come on, you got to go, but yeah, man! So he goes on, I was curious, entire 2023, Owen Hart Foundation women's side, 63 minutes, 37 seconds of a match time. You managed to give almost the entire time to one tag team match this week on Collision. It's a joke. Do better, Tony Khan. What the hell, Tony? Let's see. And for the fun fact, the longest match in 2023 women's AEW was 10 minutes, 8 seconds. Britt versus Ruby, followed by 10 minutes Athena Willow, and then 9:20 Anna Sky Blue. The shortest match in the men's tournament was 10 minutes, 44 minutes. Starks Hobbs next, 12:32 Roderick Joe. So there you go. He goes on. The longest match of the AEW Owen Hart tournament men's side was 1936 Punk versus Starks. That should have been shorter. Let's just be completely honest. I know some people are pro PP, anti PP, pro cha-cha, anti cha-cha. The only thing that matters is pro fucking talent. That's all that matters. Total time for men's 98 minutes, women's 63 minutes. Wouldn't be bad if whoever lost repeat matches. Average match time, men's match time 14, women's 9. It's not the final matches. The entire tournament as a whole, the women deserve more time than this. The wrestlers are great, but final bonus illustrate what is frustrating. FTR Punk versus Bullet Club plus someone else has got 20 plus minutes on 4 of the 5 collisions. The average match has been 30 minutes. Collision 1. All right, so he puts down all the things. So 25, 23, 28, 58. Only definitely one. Please, your women's division deserves a chance. Oh, final note. The second longest match was Rampage. 2 of the women's matches were on Rampage. 0 men went to Rampage. And I'm Team Rampage. Here's the thing. Sid's Light is a co-host, and we're going to talk about this on Wrestle AM this week. I assure you. He's really, this is really ruffling his feathers, if you will. And we're going to talk about it. I think I am pro-talent. I think if the women can do amazing, you push them. If the men can do amazing, I don't know. I think all the isms go away if you focus on talent. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But here's the thing. There's a part of me that's like, well, maybe they're not good enough. Maybe it isn't this. And these are things that are up for debate. I do find it weird, though, that people think the WWE women's division is so much better than AEW's women's division. But I don't see that except for a few athletes. I don't see, you always get she can't do good in WWE's division. I'm like, what? You guys have this women's division in WWE a lot ranked higher than it is. But that's because you rub your nipples to corporations. Here's the thing. I would be against Sid's Light, and we'll probably go over this in a podcast. I'd be against Sid's Light, but Tony, Cody, the EVPs advertise that they're going to be equal, that everything's going to be the same. And if you're going to use women or anything as a marketing ploy, then there's more pressure on you for it to be equal. If you went all elite wrestling, all that matters is talent, then that would be more interesting. But that's not what you led with. That is not what you led with. So I do find it to be an interesting topic. Also, quick shout out to Crash Andrews on the TikTok. He has a 2-minute video about he was there. He must have had so much fun in Calgary. A streamer friend on Twitch, also does a podcast with Tugi24, the second turnbuckle. And he helped us find out about Podbean, and he's always helped us out. So great dude. So make sure to check out his TikTok, Crash Andrews. But he has 2 minutes about what happened when it went off the air. It was just pretty much Christian Cage making fun of the city of Calgary. So overall, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. As far as the women's go, don't use them as a marketing ploy. And if you do use them as a marketing ploy, give them more time. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you should be like, I have a women's match, so we're so progressive. It's like, no, you're not really if you only give them 2 fucking minutes and bumping them all the time. It's like, be progressive or just focus on talent. But don't just use them for marketing. And I feel there is a lot of human beings, because they feel like the world has got them down, that they're using you for marketing. And that's wrong. That is wrong. Yeah. So with that said, I didn't know it was going to end so seriously. I give it a win. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell all your friends. We're going to do some G1 next. And yeah, love you dudes. We're always on twitch.tv/KocoSports. We're KocoSports on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and anywhere you find Podbean podcasts. With that, I am over. Hey, whoop.